polka that's available off of our Bay City Nights recording. And right out of the gate, we want to remind you that we do have all of our CDs available here at the bandstand. If you are interested in taking some of the DynaBrass music home with you, stop on up. We've got quite a collection that we've done over the years. All right, polka time for you right now. Hey, it went great last night. We'll send this out to all the folks that were with us in Uniontown, Pennsylvania last night. Good to see you once again. Here we go, off that latest CD. We'll send this out to the Soli Vodas here with us for Jerry and Jerry. Here's one called Paint the Town. goes down. Everything's goes to music playing, that's where I'm from. Now we'll be home tonight. Sure as the earth goes round. We're going to town. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Today will soon be yesterday. While we have some fun. Well, I'm going to town. Soon as the sun goes down. Everything's good to music playing, that's where I'm from. And I won't be home tonight. Sure as the world goes round. We're going to big town. Thank you. Off our latest CD, that's one called Paint the Town.
Actually, I got Tom Sanaki watching. Hello there, Tom. Thanks for joining us all the way from Muskegon, Michigan. And the DynaBrass is here in Mohnton, Pennsylvania, here at the St. Benedict's Picnic Ground.
Had to make a quick adjustment there. We're going to keep you polka time right now. Do a tune that's available off our Dance All Night recording. Here's one called the Playboy Polka. go, short and sweet. One called the Playboy Polka. All right, let's get one more, and then we'll switch things up a little bit for you. We'll do another tune for you off our latest CD, and want to send this one out especially for the Grycheks here with us, for Jeff and Carolyn and the family. Thanks for coming out, and we had a great time with them about 3 weeks ago on Labor Day weekend out in Sasamansville, Pennsylvania. So for all the folks that were there for Jeff and Carolyn's party, we'll send this one out to you as well. Here we go off our latest CD. It's a tune entitled Someday You'll Love Me, Polka. Thank you. There's Dale on the vocal for you off our latest CD, Someday You'll Love Me. All right, we'll do Waltz Time for you right now. Here's one called The White Roses Waltz, Yahweh Rouge. One called Białe Róże, the White Roses Waltz. With all the waltz dancers on the floor, we're going to get one more for you, so don't go too far. We're going to feature Jimmy Machkevich on the vocal for you on the Frankie Yankovic classic, one called the Blue Skirt Waltz. And we'd like to remind you the kitchen is open, the bar is open, they've got some great food, some ice cold beer, and a lot of raffle prizes. So make sure you go out and get some tickets for the baskets and support the cause here for the Nativity Church. And we appreciate you coming out this afternoon and spending the day with us. Hope you're enjoying the music. Here we go, waltz time. One called the Blue Skirt Waltz. The beautiful Blue Skirt Waltz. You want another song? Okay, we'll do, how about we do about 5 songs? For Kyle and who else? Claudia? Flavia? Okay. For all the kids out on the dance floor. We're going to do the title cut. We're going to have all the kids out on the dance floor. Come on, kids, come on out. We got to dance. We can teach you this one real easy. Okay? So for part of the song, we've got some instructions for you. For the rest of the song, you just kind of have a free-for-all on the dance floor, okay? Yes. Come on, kids. And the young at heart, you can join in too. That's right. It's going to be a free-for-all out here on the dance floor. Where's the Great Check kids? Yes, ma'am. You can join in. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's coming. All right, we got a good amount of kids out here. Come on out. We're going to teach you a new song, okay? This is off of one of our CDs. So, can you follow instructions? Everybody to the left, okay? And then everybody to the right. And then you take one step forward, one step back. Let's dance all night. Everybody to the left. Everybody to the right, take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. Now bravo to the left, now bravo to the right. Take one step forward, one step back. We're gonna dance all night. For playing along. Did you guys like that one? All right, we'll do that one again a little bit later, okay? Thumbs up for all the kids. All right, we're going to do an instrumental polka for you right now. The one that we call the pizzicato polka. We'll send this out to all our friends that are here from the Pottstown, Pennsylvania area. The old Sunnybrook Ballroom. Many good times there at Sunnybrook. Here we go for you, Pizzicato Polka. Hey Lisa, how are you? Is the mayor here? There she is. Good to see you all. And for our friends from Seven Springs, up above Big Dan's party, that'd be 210, right? 310. Oh, 214. That's right. Right above Big Dan's room for the annual Big Dan's party. Polka fireworks in Seven Springs every year, and of course you recognize Eddie Jr. with us today. Yes, he appreciates all the support for Polka fireworks over the years, and coming up again next year, July 4th weekend. We look forward to seeing you there. Here we go, Pizzicato Polka. Thank you. One call, the Pizzicato Polka. All right, polka time for you once more before we get some obetics coming your way. And we'll do one going back to 2005. It was the Song of the Year for the United States Polka Association. It's a Jeff Malechko original for you right now, one entitled Call on Me, Polka. That's one entitled Call on Me. All right, let's go Benedict time for you. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that we do have all of our CDs available here at the bandstand. So if you're interested, we've got 8 different CDs by the DynaBrass over the years. So stop on up. We'd love to have you take a little bit of our music home with you. Right now, instead of Benedict, here's one that's another original for the band, one called The Bottle of Red. Go Benedict.
Shout out to Linda Libera. Hope you and Jackie are watching and enjoying. It's been a great polka weekend for us. I don't know if you saw our videos from yesterday, the Beat and Polka Family. We're out here in Mohnton, Pennsylvania, and at the St. Benedict's Picnic Grove, and we are having a good time here. And if you see the guy in the concertina, that's Eddie Bazunchik Jr. To help pass the time. Sometimes I need to take off the edge, in with the whiskey and out with the red. Bottle of red or a bottle of white, I still think I will cut it tonight. I'd rather have some whiskey instead of a bottle of white or a bottle of red.
go, that's an original for the band, one entitled The Bottle of Red. Oh, Benedict. Thank you.
And my sidekick is also watching this video alongside me. Say hello there, sidekick.
Hello there,
All right.
Facebook Live watchers. We are here in
Making
Mohnton,
these guys
Pennsylvania,
work, going from the
with
back of the book to the
DynaBrass.
front of the book
Thanks
to
for
the
checking
back
us out
of the book.
and enjoying the videos this weekend, yesterday in Hackettstown.
Jumping
and so
all
far
around.
today.
All right, we're going to do a tune for you right now, made famous by Toledo Polka Motion back in the day. Jeff Malechko on the vocals on this one. And it was in a movie called Welcome to Collinwood, if you remember that, from 2001, just 20 years ago. It seems like yesterday. So here we go for you. We'd like to do this one, send it out especially for Joe and Randy, who are with us. Yeah, good friends of mine. Here we go for you. It's one entitled You and Me. The song entitled You and Me. Thank you.
Boy, that brings back a lot of memories. That's quite a few years ago. Beautiful day here out in Mohnton, Pennsylvania. Just as beautiful as it was yesterday in Hackettstown, New Jersey. Just a tad cooler, but all the same.
All right, we're going to get back to the brand new CD. Brand new because it was released in 2020, but we didn't get out on the road until 2021. So it's still fairly new for our road shows. And hopefully you can pick up a copy right here at the bandstand. Again, love to have you take some of our music home with you. Here's a tune entitled My Annie Polka. I'd like to do this tune especially for Mary Ann here from Reading, Pennsylvania. All our friends from Reading, going back in the days to the Polish Falcons Club, one of the first road jobs I ever played back in the early 80s at the Polish Falcons, Reading, Pennsylvania. I remember it very well. Here we go for you. It's one called My Annie Polka. Thank you. Off our latest CD, that's one called My Annie Polka.
So what are you thinking of this band today, Jer?
All right, we've got a couple more tunes for you before we get in our first intermission.
And go last time.
And once again, don't forget, buy your raffle tickets for all the baskets. Got some great, great prizes. And also, the kitchen is open with some fantastic Polish food. And also, way in the back, around the corner, they've got a potato pancakes back there. So, plenty of good food here at St. Benedict's Grove in Mohnton, Pennsylvania. Is everybody having a good time so far this afternoon? Yeah, let's hear it. What a great day, beautiful weather outside. Always great to be playing music outside for you. And here we go, off the And the Road Begins CD. It's one called the Tattletale Polka, Poczkaj, Wowie Mamia. Here we go. the Tattletale Polka, and with that we're going to take a short intermission right now. I'd like to remind you, if you'd like to follow the band, you can find our schedule online at DynaBrass.com. Right now, we're going to go on break. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes or so. Thank you.
And when we come back, Jerry Jr. is going to man the helm, so look for Jerry Solowota Jr. on Facebook Live for the next set of the DynaBrass. See y'all later.